The truth of the matter, ladies. I was flying on a flight, and I went to the lavatory, and we hit an air pocket, and the plane dropped like 20 feet, and it felt like it hit concrete. So everybody's in their seatbelt, and they're freaked out, and they're screaming as it is, but I'm like free falling in a dirty bathroom, people. Okay?
No.
So I throw the door open, and I yell, "Are we gonna die? Are we gonna die?" And the steward is sitting there buckled in looking at me, and he says, "No." And I turn around and everyone's staring at me, and I hadn't pulled my pants back on.
Stop
Oh.
it. Oops. That's funny.
And I said, "Well then, I'm gonna go put my pants back on."
That's really good. Can we get that in the next episode?
Oh, I'm sure they'll put it in there somewhere. They'll just have a guy walking by with balloons. Covered.
Well, being that this is a new holiday film and there are so many great classic ones, what was one that you watched maybe growing up that you still love that you would recommend to all your fans?
It's not just growing up. Look, I love Christmas movies, and the bigger and crazier the story. I mean, I truly don't know a subtle Christmas movie. Do we know of a subtle, like, realistic Christmas movie?
Right.
We don't. It doesn't exist. Okay, we're talking about Flying Reindeer, which, by the way, I have to mention, we were watching Rudolph the other day with my 2-year-old, and my husband goes, "Do you buy this?" I'm like, "Buy what?" He goes, "Donner was Rudolph's dad." I never heard that. I was like, I can't believe we're seriously having a conversation about this. We're talking about Flying Reindeer. You know, but I love them all, and whenever I need to feel cozy, a lot of kids I know now that are even older watch the Disney Channel to feel cozy. I've had college kids and even people in their 30s come up and go, "I watch your show because I love when I'm lonely or I'm away from home, I love to turn on the Disney Channel." Well, Christmas movies has always kind of been my thing. Anywhere from the classic claymation, Rudolph and Frosty, to like Christmas with the Cranks, number one on my list, I have to say. Love that one. And you know, even Deck the Halls. Well, you name it, we've seen it. And own it.
Oh, yes.
So this was like right up, perfect timing.
And in fact, when the ones Santa Claus is coming to town, when Claus, the baby Claus, is set at their doorstep, one of them goes, "Our baby's the best baby." And when my baby was born, I was so out of it because I had been laboring for 34 hours on no Pitocin and had to have on no pain medication and had to have a C-section. I remember looking at my husband saying, "Our baby's the best baby."
He got it.
Yeah.
So do you have any special plans for your family this holiday season? Or do you stay
You know,
home?
usually we fly back to Kentucky to visit my family, or even sometimes later my family goes to Florida after right in the new year, and my husband's family is there as well. But this year we're filming on the 23rd, so we missed everybody. So I'm not sure if I'm upset with Disney or if I'm thankful that I don't have to fly on the holidays and they saved me this year. But anyway, so we're going to spend it here, and we're having some of our friends come over beforehand, kind of like to have different dinners with friends and different celebrations with Griffin, my son's little buddies. And then on Christmas morning, Santa always comes and puts out quite a spread, let me just tell you. And then we have a big Southern breakfast with biscuits and gravy and grits and all the stuff I grew up eating.
So we're coming to your house.
It's so good. You have to sign a waiver at the door that if you have a heart attack on your way out, you won't see me.
So what was one of your favorite moments? I mean, the guys were talking all about paintball.
Yes.
What was one of your favorite
They
moments?
tried to get me to go
in this-
paintballing with them, and then when they told me that it left a bruise, I was like, no.
Oh yeah, no, it's brutal.
Just don't go with
Yeah.
Yeah.
My husband went with them, came home with like battle scars.
Wow. Not very Christmassy.
Mm-mm.
What was one of your favorite moments in the movie that you think is like quintessential family Christmas?
I think that when I loved, certainly visually when I watched it, seeing all of us run out to Mia and kiss Mia in the car. That was like a sweet moment. You know, there weren't a lot of scenes with us together, but certainly Bridgit and I doing that dance, you have no idea. Ladies, it was below freezing, and we're in short sleeve and lightweight sweaters. We could see our breath, and I remember the director, Arlene, who I love and adore, coming up to me saying, "You know what would make us not see your breath for a few minutes? If you put an ice cube in your mouth."
Oh my God.
And I was like, "You know where TV Village is with the heater? It's over there. You turn around and go back to it." You know? Yeah, it was really cold.
Was that something that you guys had choreographed for a long time? What was the process with
Probably
that?
the week before we actually started filming, with the pre-production week, Bridgit and I would have rehearsals to kind of work this out with the choreographer.
Okay, so it wasn't instantaneous, but it wasn't really like a long.
No, it wasn't a long, drawn out. It was really more, it didn't have a lot of dance moves. It was really more about kind of how can we get across the exact meaning of what's going on here and not just have it look like we're beating each other up or something,
Right.
And also to make the one that we do that's really us getting into it different than the one where we've clearly choreographed it.
You guys look like you have so much fun on the set. What's it like being part of the Duncan family? You guys are so cute.
Exactly what you see, as fun as you think it is, it's probably more fun. Because you only get to see the part where we have to do what's written and where we're really kind of, there's boundaries on what we can do. Although if you saw some of the outtakes, there are no boundaries. If you really got to come to the set, you would see how close we actually all are. If the show ends, it's going to break my heart. Really.
Now this is, I guess, the second time that you and Bridgit have had to do some choreographed moves, right? Because
Yes, they had me doing hip hop with 13-year-old girls. Go ahead, say it. And you know what? I wasn't too
You
bad.
did. You rocked it.
I was panicked that week. I was like, I'm gonna what? I'm gonna stand next to them and do what? I'm not doing like jazz. No jazz hands. Okay, I'm doing hip hop. All right. Let's go.
Are you expecting to see more of this then in future scripts? More.
You know what? Wherever your mind thinks that they could take Amy Duncan, I promise you they're going to take me there.
Right.
I've already gotten some text messages from the writers right in your scene right now. Oh boy. I'm like, oh my gosh. They're always amazed. After the shootings, they come up to me and go, I can't believe you actually did it. I'm like, I think they're waiting for the day where I go, you know what? I'm drawing the line. I'm not doing that.
Well, what would have you drawing the line? I mean, it's Disney Channel, so I can't imagine they're going to go too
Other
far.
than partial nudity, I'm definitely. And even then, it's only because I nursed for a year. Otherwise, I'd probably be game for
Well, we
that.
said it before you got here. We're talking about Disney After Dark. You never know.
Yeah, we talk about Disney After Dark all the time, believe me.
Us too. It's embarrassing. Really.
And let's talk a little bit about Christmas music, because you're a singer. I mean, what is your favorite Christmas carol to sing, either for your son or maybe with the cast?
Well, I always loved I'll Be Home for Christmas, because it's, I love the songs that are just beautiful and lyrical. But then you have a 2-year-old, and suddenly Santa Baby comes, like your favorite. Griffin, I'll be walking down the street, and I'll start into Santa Baby, put a cookie under the tree for Griffey. And he's like, there's a Christmas song written for me. And he really is like, wow.
What's it like being the Donna Reed of the Disney Channel, the mom of today, where everyone just loves you and wants you to be their mom?
I think they should be careful what they wish for. I mean, at some point, you gotta realize Amy Duncan is awesome, but she's a little bit off her rocker, It's really cute. I get tweets from kids all the time. I feel bad for their parents. I wish you were my mom. Even like moms at Disneyland, can they have their picture taken with you? They want you to be their mom. But and a lot of them give me text, or not text, but tweet and say, my mom's just like you, she's crazy like you. And I even got one today that I retweeted where a mom said that her kids better look out because she's going Amy Duncan on them. Yeah.
Nice.
That's cute.
It's really sweet. It's a place I never ever in a million years thought my career would take me. Look, I didn't have a baby till I was 36 years old. So I did not identify myself as being a mom.
Right.
So here we are.
Well, you're pretty hot for the.
Thank
You're not quite the typical mom.
Thank
if I don't
you.
know to say myself.
Pilates and starvation. Drink lots of
Okay,
water,
right,
don't
yeah.
eat, fire yourself to sleep at night because you
Yes.
want M&Ms, and there you have it.
Now, does your son recognize you on TV?
Yes, he could care less. He's like, there's mommy on TV. In fact, he is a little confused because he thinks now that he can see anyone on TV. I'll say, what do you want to watch on TV? And he'll say, I'm going to watch Bubba or Pappy. Well, you can't watch Bubba or Pappy on TV. Only Mommy and Bridgit and Bradley and Jason and Eric. He knows them all.
So put us at ease and tell us that there is a holiday sequence in the movie where there's like the airport run through. We're gonna miss the plane. Tell me, is there that in the
Oh,
Home
we do not
Alone?
disappoint.
Oh, good.
Planes,
Phew.
trains, and automobiles.
Okay.
We do not disappoint, and if I'm not mistaken, Amy Duncan leads the brigade.
Oh, good.
Oh yeah, yeah, and Eric Allan Kramer finishes it up perfectly.
Oh, good.
Yeah, it's really cute.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks, you guys.
Thank you.
Sure, I'll see you again soon.